It may seem that the story of you is chaotic. However, in reality, it is not. The more stories you pass through, the more likely you will be to piece it into one whole picture. Use every possible opportunity. The truth is somewhere close.
All right, today is gonna be a little different. I got off work early because I woke up early, so I beat the fucking heat at the farm, and everyone is either working or asleep or doing whatever the fuck they do throughout the day. So I don't have anyone to play video games with. So I did what I always do when I do that. I went on the Steam store and started looking at other video games, like cheap ones. I don't want to buy fucking expensive ass video games, but this one is called My Name Is You. It's like a what are those, like a fucking novel game where when you choose affects the outcome, so there's multiple outcomes of a story. I was like, okay, well, I've never done one of those before. The closest one I did was like Until Dawn, I think, or I think that's what it's called, Until Dawn. Yeah, that one fucking game that blew up a year or two ago. But yeah, my name is You, and it's the only unusual thing about my life. I don't know how long this is gonna fucking be, but we gonna do the whole thing today. So let's get right into the news story.
I suppose I will start at the very beginning.
Oh, I gotta. He ain't gonna keep going. I gotta click and shit.
Chapter 1. Once upon a time, there lived you. Despite his unusual name, his life was hardly any different from others.
Same.
It was an unusually usual day when he was getting ready to go to work.
An unusually usual day. That's pretty fucking stupid, yeah.
2 hours of sleep. What a formality, he said to himself, glancing at his watch.
He sounds depresso, dude.
He was used to working at night, just as he was used to never having days off. That morning, the buttons on his shirt were fastened faster than usual.
Okay. what what little minute details that is?
This was not by chance. The tear-off calendar boldly declared Friday, April 3rd.
Big day.
It reminded him that there were only 3 workdays before his holiday, and there was no room for mistakes.
Where does this dude work to where like within 3 days you cannot make any mistakes? And then like even if you did make a mistake at work, what's it matter? Like mistakes are made all the time. I don't understand. I don't get it.
His room in a communal apartment was not very big, so it did not take him long to pack. Having got dressed, he quietly walked past the neighbors' rooms into the hallway. Somebody was snoring loudly in the furthest room, which caused you to smile for some reason.
I would never smile at that.
He walked up to the front door and accidentally stepped on a pile of letters. Picking up the envelopes, he saw his name on one of them. You automatically put it in his pocket and walked out.
I'm sorry. I'm like, I understand like that the dude's name is you because it's supposed to be me, so it's like you automatically put it in your pocket, but like it's also talking about a different guy, so you automatically put it in his pocket and walked out. It made me laugh just because it sounded like really bad grammar.
The thought that next Sunday, a huge stone would be removed from the entrance to the crypt of his existence by the power of labor legislation kept you going.
Um, I could hurry to work, but how long does it actually take to like read a fucking letter, to be honest? Plus, it was in a pile of envelopes.
Glancing at the address line, a chill went through Yu's body for a split second. From Darina.
Oh, good thing I read this letter, because Dorina literally, I can't speak, man. Literally, when I was reading ahead of the voice, I thought it said from diarrhea, and I was like, oh shit, he's not gonna have a good day at work, yo.
Yu was confused by the seal on the envelope, indicating the place of departure, Novigrad.
What a place. Is this set in like a... Okay, this is gonna sound dumb, because I might not know. Is that a real fucking place, or is that like set at some... Is this like fiction, or is this real? Like, is this fake fucking story, or is that a real place? Novigrad.
Is she really coming back to Cannot? Yu wondered.
Okay, this is fucking fake. It has to be. There's no place in the world that can be named Cannot. You cannot. Like, I kind of see maybe where this is going. Huh.
Dear Yu, my doctor's suspicions are confirmed. I have the same disease that struck you. I thought it...
Oh my god, I'm still fucking sick a little bit. The fact that the narrator, like, they couldn't just hire a girl to read the letter. It had to fucking be, dear you, like the dude fucking just like, oh my god, they couldn't even get like a friend that was a female to be the narrator for the girls. He just made his voice higher to impersonate a girl. Good fucking lord, that's funny. Okay, let's continue with this.
over and decided that we need to break up. It may seem that things like that should bring people closer, but it would be unfair to myself. We can have our last date on the morning of April 3rd in the Seafront Cafe, and then I will leave Cannot and go abroad.
Oh, so this letter got lost, and he's just now reading it. And today is April 3rd. So I'm pretty sure I have the, fucking choice of going to work or going to date diarrhea for the last time. I don't know, maybe he can just date her anytime he wants. All he's gotta do is eat some Taco Bell. Da-doom-ch. Fucking jokes, son. I got jokes.
He felt dizzy.
Yeah, see, go to work, go to the cafe. So what do I do? Do I be selfish and choose going to work because no mistakes and I get my fucking holiday? Or do I go to the cafe to see my girlfriend who wants to break up with me and she's gonna leave me after this date? Let's just go to the cafe.
Although Yu suffered from excessive hypochondria, he really had an incurable illness.
I honestly don't know what hypochondria is. Hold on a second. Oh, see, that's why I never knew what hypochondria was, because I've always heard I'm a hypochondriac. And it's just he thinks that he has an incurable illness, and but he really does have an incurable illness apparently.
He clearly remembered the day when he heard the diagnosis. Since that moment, he stopped counting new birthmarks on his body.
What? How many times was this dude born?
He seemed shaken up after reading the letter, but not surprised. He tried to squeeze out a tear, to see if he was still capable of showing emotions.
Dude, this guy's life sucks. Like, his girlfriend broke up with him. She's leaving. She had the same disease he does. And he's just like, am I even human? Do I live inside, or am I just a shell?
Alas, he just welled up a little. You decided that it was because he had drunk a large amount of coffee, which dehydrated his already dried up body.
What? What? Does coffee dehydrate you? Because I was always under the assumption that coffee was like tea. It's just water that's been soaked in shit. How old is this dude? His dried up body. What? This dude sounds like he has Alzheimer's, man. Like he's old.
Approaching the seafront, he tried to spot Dorina. It did not take him long to find her. There she was, at the cafe table. She probably had no clue how much he appreciated her starting the conversation. Usually, you are late.
My God. just get a female to do the narration, bro. Of course he has nothing to say to her. He's dead inside.
I am tired. I hope you understand me. But he did not. Having overcome his anxiety, he squeezed out a handful of words.
I feel like in an actual relationship, a dude would ask her to stay, so I'm gonna ask her to stay.
Do not go away. Let's try once more. Too late. I have put up with my life for the sake of old age. Now, there will be no old age. There had always been a gap of misunderstanding between them.
How old are they?
He had embraced his illness long ago, and resignedly yielded to his ailment with a loud, "Make yourself at home."
This fucking guy's life, man. Use life.
It seemed that he had become closer to his illness than to Dorina.
What the fuck?
He got distracted thinking about himself and missed her meaning.
Selfish motherfucker.
Reflections on how to rebuild his life from the very beginning prevailed over the others.
Oh, so is this dude like finally waking up for the first time in forever?
He was not ready to renew his relationship with himself, so he mentally grasped at the crumbles of the past seeping through his crucified palms. I am sorry. I have made my decision. I do not know why I arranged this meeting.
Wow, this dude said like 2 lines and he fucking pissed her off. Made her regret the whole thing.
She paid for the bill and left.
Man, at least she paid. I mean, I don't know if you ate or anything, but she paid.
You froze in place, at first not daring to say anything, and then resigned himself to the role of a scapegoat thrown into the unknown.
Are we gonna, like, at the end of this, are we committing suicide? This is like, this is making me physically sad, like mentally sad right now. Emotionally, mentally, physically.
For some reason, he saw something noble in their breakup. You were sure that he went to work immediately after the meeting. But when he came to his senses, he realized that he was on an unfamiliar street, cloaked by dusk. Despite the fact that the street seemed to be deserted, he felt someone's heavy presence.
It's probably the devil or depression lingering over this dude. He has like a sad life. Jesus Christ.
Turning to rustle behind his back, Yu impaled his chest on a knife, squeezed in the hands of a long familiar figure.
Wait a second. Turning to a rustle behind his back, you impaled his chest on a knife. He just got stabbed in the fucking chest? What?
Greetings from the past.
Oh, so it was depression.
Whether from pain or surprise, Hugh could not utter a single word. The murderer carefully took out the blade and laid your motionless body on the ground.
Wait, did I actually die, or is this some type of thing where, like, he's gonna snap to his senses after reading the letter and realize what he has to do in life and go and fix himself? Or, like, am I actually just dead?
Blood flowed through the cold mosaic of paved stones.
The narrator said paved stones, but the text says paving stones. That's just a little out there.
The corners of Yu's mouth spread into a smile.
If he's actually dead and he's happy that he's dead, oh my god, dude. This guy's life. It's over? That's fucking it? He fucking dies and he's happy about it? What the fuck? There's all this shit. You. Is that me? Am I? What? What the fuck? That is not what I thought was gonna happen. What? Okay. You never find out what his illness is. It has to be depression. And I have no idea. Like, you never find out who killed him. So you have to be assuming that he killed himself. What the fuck ever. You know, I'm willing to play this again. If you guys want to see it again and see me choose different shit to see if we can actually lead a happy life, just let me know and I can try. This is really depressing though. Like, I'm left with so many. Like, this is a game that I bought for $3 on Steam, $2.99, something like that, and it has left me with questions and assumptions, and I kind of want to play it again and find out a different story and see if we can get Darina to stay or something. I don't know, but yeah, this was me playing this game. If you want to play it yourself, it's literally My Name Is You on Steam. You can download it, or you can watch me play it again and see what we can fucking do, you know? But until next time, adeuces.